Bless up, bless down on Mastermind statements. God's chosen one, God's favorite. Let's go. So you're God's chosen one, you're God's favorite. That's how you feel. You've experienced it. You've had so much in your track record to prove that you're one of God's favorites, that you're one of God's chosen people. Guess what? You're also the devil's, the Satan's favorite. What does that mean? That means that now you're a target. You're a target because you're God's favorite, so now you're Satan's favorite too. He wants to come and get you. He wants to destroy you now. You go from the bottom of the list to the top of the list. When you were a drifter, a person that had no chief aim in life, you didn't know what you want to do. You're out here just causing problems on a low vibrational frequency. Just out here just drifting. I say that all the time, out here drifting. Like a zombie going nowhere in life, causing destruction, causing pain, causing trauma, involved in pain, involved in trauma. You were at the bottom of the list. But as you got up out that, you became one of God's favorites and chosen one because you started doing right. You became the Satan's favorite. You became a target. That means that as a target, you need to make sure that you got your armor on at all times, spiritual armor at all time. Don't take off that spiritual armor. Don't let it down. You don't even let it down when you get a drink of water. I'm talking about in the spiritual world. When you get that spiritual water, you don't even take your armor off. When you eat that spiritual food, you don't even take off that helmet. Keep that helmet on. You got to get spiritual warfare every single day as your chosen one. Get the top of the list. They're coming for you. There's not one. They're sending more than one after you. The spirits are coming after you. They know who you are. You're on their most wanted list. They see you. When you're a drifter, when they got you to be a drifter, you got off that most wanted list because you became a nobody to them. Oh, they're drifting. He or she, they're drifting. You know, we don't need to focus our attention on them anymore. They go on to the next person. Get them to be a drifter. Once they got you in that zombie state, got you doing nothing, they move on to other people. But when you're a chosen one, when you're a favorite of God, you go to the most wanted list. You go to the top. Every time you turn around, it seems like something crazy is going on. And it's big. You better say fear is an illusion. Fear is an illusion. Fear is an illusion. Fear is an illusion. Write that down. Text it to yourself. Look at it on your phone every day. Get a piece of paper, fold it up, put it in your pocket, put it in your purse. Look at it every single day. You got to tell yourself fear is an illusion. The Satan doesn't have power. But what they can do is they can manipulate you to feel like you're nobody. They can manipulate you to attack other people, manipulate you to feel powerless, to feel hopeless. That's the state of drifting. When I say drifting, you're now feeling hopeless. You're in despair. You're defeated. Mentally. It's all in your mind. Come up out of that. When you're chosen by God and you feel like you're a favorite of God, you're also the favorite of the Satan and his devils, his spirits, the fallen angels. Gotta beware. You're high up here on their list, but realize that you're high on God's list also. The Satan, their job is just to persuade you, to manipulate you and believe in something. Once they got you, they got you. Keep that armor on. How do you keep on that armor? Well, it's a lot of self-talk. You gotta talk to yourself. First of all, know who you are. Figure out who you are so that you're not easily pushed around. A person that doesn't know who they are, they're pushed around and they're manipulated and they're told who they are. The Satan's job, they're here to tell you who you are. They use other people to tell you these messages. Your own thoughts they come through your thoughts as well. But a person that knows themselves, they only listen to God's voice. Because the more you know yourself and can't be persuaded, you're able to have your eyes open and your ears open to hear and to see God around you with no distractions. It's double-minded to not know yourself, but then to try to say that you know God. If you don't know yourself, how do you know God? When you know yourself, you know God. They did say that God is within inside of us. They did say ye are gods. Go back and check your ancient scripture. Ye are gods. Come up out of that low vibrational energy, those low vibrational experiences, and continue to seek and find out who you are. Go back to your youth. I say that all the time. Go back to your childhood. Figure out why you were doing the things that you were doing and experience what you experienced. So as an adult, you can start to get some rehab on that. The past is the past, but you can't rewrite the past. You got to understand something too. No weapon formed against you can prosper. No weapon formed against you can prosper. Repeat, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. What does that mean? You gotta listen real closely. Those weapons will form. You'll see them, but they will not prosper. What does that mean? They will not affect you unless you allow it to affect you. No weapon formed against you will prosper. That's what it means. It'll form, but it shall not affect you. It will not affect you. You've got to believe that. That's the mindset that you got to get into. That's why you would say fear is an illusion. Because you got to understand, each person perceives a threat in a different way that another person does. If somebody's going to tow your car in front of your house right now or from your job without you knowing, one person flips out. One person says, you know what? We're going to take care of this the legal route, or I got the money to pay for it. I got the money to pay for it, and we'll take care of it afterwards. The other person's just flipping out, losing their mind. That's a weapon that formed. But the prospering part often lies inside your mindset as well. How are you going to handle it? How do you react to something? As a chosen favorite, how do you react to something? Who are you giving that power to? As a chosen favorite, are you giving the power to the Satan, to the devil? Because you're on his favorite list also. Or do you let God's power take over and you realize that you're in control? You're in control of your thoughts. You're in control of your experiences. You create your thoughts, you create your experiences. Every day that you wake up, you can make the choice to create your experiences and how you react to different things. You can choose to let God have the power, or you can choose to let the Satan have the power. You can choose which VIP list that you want to give your power to. Got to give it to God. He's the one that has the true power. If you think the Satan has power, it's just an illusion. No weapon formed against you will prosper. You've got to say that daily. Put that armor on. If you don't have on your armor, you might see something prosper. Look around. You could see, when you just take a look around, people at your job, family members, relatives, people that's in your neighborhood, you can see who's being attacked. They might not have the armor on. They may not have that armor on. You don't know unless they're telling you. It's your job to tell them to put that armor on. From one human to another, it doesn't matter what somebody believes in. You can still tell them, hey, look, just be grateful for the good times. Be thankful for the good times. So giving thanks and gratitude and being thankful, that's part of your armor. Imagine being a person that's thankless, like you don't say thank you at all, versus the person that's saying thank you. Who's getting blessed more? Who has a higher faith? A person that's saying thank you, because when they're saying thank you for the past and they're saying thank you for the present, they're also saying thank you for the future. And they're starting to see that those blessings are so lined up because they're God's chosen. They're on that VIP list that they got so much blessings that they're not having to bless other people. You should not be scraping the bottom of the barrel with your blessings. Your blessings are coming like every couple of years, every couple of months. You might be a part of that VIP group called the devils, the satans. That's the wrong side to be on. Choose what side you're going to be on. You can't be double-minded. You can't go back and forth. You can't have one foot on one side, one foot on the other. You can't be split down the middle. Oh, this side of me is going to be on this side. This side of me is going to be on that side. You look like a fool. You're imbalanced. Got to get to them blessings. When you're on God's VIP list, when you're his chosen one, when you're his favorite, you must remember that you're also on the VIP list or favorite of the Satan himself. That means that they're looking to attack you. Doesn't mean that you're doing anything that they favor. It means that you're on their list for attack. Don't get that twisted. You're on his list for attack, for destruction, destroying all your plans. Anything they can destroy, they want to do it. Because they know that you're so high up on God's list that they want to take you off that list and put you into the drifter state. Beware, be careful. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Fly a kite, be free, and keep winning.